What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Just another 18-hole round stroke play here at Ballantrae for you guys. I played here one time, but it was a long time ago. I don't remember the course very well, so excited to play it again. Let's just have a good day. Starting on number 10 here, it's a short little par 4, little dogleg left. I don't think I'm trying to really cut it around the corner, but hugging that left tree line is what I'm looking for. But you know the drill. It's early, I'm not loose. Just see if we can put a good swing on it and get out there and play. Oh, ugly. That was ugly. Okay, kind of got over the hill. Honestly, I think that'll be fine. Not the best swing. We are not loose, but it's out there somewhere. Okay, we've got 82 yards this pin, dead center. You know, obviously I haven't hit a shot into these greens. I'm assuming they're a little bit soft just this time of year. Grass has been growing, greens have been a little soft and slow. So taking dead aim here. I think it's just see if I can hit 82 shot right at it. I like it. Yeah, really nice. It wasn't the best strike in the world, but it was right at it. Good distance. Got a little birdie putt. All right, just about 5 feet for the birdie here, 5.5 feet. A little right to lefter. These greens look beautiful, so I expect lots of good rolls today. They look quicker than Oxmoor was, which is the last round I filmed, so definitely got a tip that's a little easier than that, but we're going just outside right here. Oh, that broke really hard. My gosh. Yeah, this is going to be a very different putting round than that last one. That is a tap in par. Not the start we wanted there, but, you know, I didn't hit any putts, so is what it is, even through one. Number 2 here, longer par 4. It's about 435. Little dogleg left, but just looking for a driver out there in the middle of the fairway. Let's see if we can get a rhythm here. Hit some good push draws to start the round off. Yeah, not a great swing, but down the left center, it's kind of a perfect line. Not the best strike or anything, but that'll work all day. Left center of the fairway here, 162 to that pin. I'm thinking that's a really comfortable 8-iron right now. It's early, you know, I can usually push an 8-iron up towards 170. But I feel like 162 is going to be a pretty full swing, stock driving range, whatever you want to call it. So let's just take that aim. Great swing and strike. Should be really, really close. Yeah, great shot. Ooh, that's spinning down a slope. Man, unbelievable. That was a stripe. I think it landed inside like 5 or 6 feet and came back like 30 feet. These greens are definitely quick. It's going to be a big factor today is playing slopes, which is tough when you don't know the slopes necessarily, but is what it is. We got a birdie putt. I didn't quite land at 6 or 10 feet like I thought. It's about 20 feet short where it's stuck. It still went 20 feet backwards, but didn't even carry 160, which for a full good strike on an 8-iron is surprising. Ball's just going to be going really short today with the, you know, early conditions, cooler. I'm not loose. Gonna have to play some extra club, but now I've got this big tester of a 2-putt here, especially, you know, I've hit one putt and it was a missed 5-footer. You know, I'm not gonna have a great grasp on the speed out here, but let's just see if I can figure it out up this big slope. Maybe a little left to right at the end, but all about speed here. I like it. Seems decent. Yeah, we're taking that all day. It's gonna be a little tap in par. Keeps me at even through 2. By the way, special shout out Sugarloaf. Make sure you're using jakedez10 for 10% off everything Sugarloaf. Number 3 here, which is number 12 on the course. I'm sorry if I get those mixed up. Little dogleg left par 4, it looks like. You know, again, like that first tee shot on 10. I'm not really trying to cut the corner, but left is better than right. Gets a little closer, but really anywhere out there in the fairway is good. Just trying to put some good swings on it here and rack up fairway as best I can. Yeah, a little miss hit DOD. It's going to go nowhere, but it is in play. Might be in the rough, but yeah, it's early. We'll take it in play. Well, this ended up in the middle of the fairway. Shows you how well I know this course. Here we are, middle of the fairway. We've got 109 uphill. Again, we're figuring out how short the ball's going. I feel like up the hill and cold, I love a 120 shot. It's going to just be a full 50-degree, taking that aim. Great shot. That should be really close again. Yeah, I can't imagine that's not inside 10 feet because I don't think it's long. Probably had some spin with fast greens. They're going to really pull back, so should be really close. So it actually landed right here, which is where I thought, a little past, but didn't spin back. Something to think about is early in the morning, you know, there's dew on the fairways. It takes off spin on most shots, so long irons tend to not travel and they drop out of the air. Wedges and short irons kind of come out higher, less spin, and then they release, right? They don't have as much backspin. So something to think about moving forward is how the dew is going to play a role on these shots. That being said, it didn't spin back, so still got about 18 feet for the birdie here, but it doesn't look like a complicated one. These greens are so smooth, good putts are really going to roll well. So if I can figure out the lines and speed, I should be able to make some putts today. That's such a good putt. Yeah, great roll, good putt, good birdie. Love an early birdie. It's nice to get under before you go over. Number 13 here, we've got a par 5. It's 560. Little dogleg right, nothing to this tee shot, it looks like. Just going down the middle of the fairway, sending a driver. Good ball down the right edge of the fairway. It looks like it might want to kick right, which it did. So probably going to miss the fairway, but with dormant rough, shouldn't be a big deal. We've got 282 to the front here, so I'm probably not going to reach. It's a big upslope short of the green, so even if I hit a great driver off the deck, I don't think it gets there, but looks like we want to just push it up there as far as we can. Yeah, good hit. Probably going to be a good 50 yards short of the pen, but all I can ask for there. I'd say I got up here close enough to call it a pitch, but about 40 yards, bottom of the hill. I'm looking to land this just over the fringe. You know, it's an upslope, so it should help me stop it, but greens are quick, so I expect a little release. I love that. That should be really good. Y'all are going to know before me, but it's got to be pretty dang close. Shouldn't be much to this one, just looking inside left, back up the hill. Yeah, we're going really straight, actually. Did that go right? That had to go right. Usually I trust my instincts over the ball more than anything. I was thinking left center, and then got over it. It felt like it wasn't going to do anything. It'll be interesting to check the tape there. I think it went right on me. I feel like I did start it pretty straight. So a couple missed shorties, but that is a par. Keeps me at 1 under through 4. It's pretty tough to have missed a 5-footer for birdie and 3-footer for birdie and be 1 under through 4. But that's what we're at. I don't know, especially for the swing not feeling great, being under par and missing a couple of short putts is a little surprising maybe, but now I'm standing on one of the prettiest par 3s I've ever seen. 215 to the stick, downhill. I love a 200 shot. You know, it's not going to quite land hole high. The tough thing about holes like this that are this tough is the proper aim is like left edge of the green. You know, you're kind of accepting that hopefully half the time you're going to miss the green left, you know, but for the sake of missing left and not hitting in the water. So we're looking kind of at the right edge of that bunker maybe, just a full 5-iron. And then if you happen to push it a little bit, it's perfect and right at it. Yeah, I can't quite tell. It's got to be on. It might be front third of the green, but it's on the green for sure. So great shot. We're taking that all day. It's a tough scene that I'm actually short after saying that's definitely on the green. Great strike. I don't know why that went so short. Ball's just really not going anywhere today. But now I have a really difficult chip. It's up over this slope. It's a really tough pin because it's tucked right over this crest. You know, with fast greens, it's especially hard to get it just barely trickling over so it can kind of funnel to the hole. But I've got a 54 degree. It's going to be some sort of like driving kind of bump into the hill and then have it just hopefully barely get on top and crest perfectly and roll right to the hole. Very tough shot here. I'd be so happy with inside, honestly, 10 feet. That's what I wanted. Go. Go, 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 go. I mean, it's so close to perfect. If it has like 3 more feet, it's up over. It's tough to adjust to the balance of greens being fast, but maybe not necessarily firm. It's something that's just mentally fast and firm kind of go together, soft and slow go together. So I would say the greens are a little soft, but very fast. So tough thing to get the head around. Well, y'all are about to see why that chip was tough. So now I've got this big breaker for par. Tough scene after hitting a really, really good 5-iron, but let's just make the best of it, see if we can get it to go down. Gosh, just got low. It's okay, that was always going to be a tough putt. Definitely a disappointing bogey after a striped 5-iron, but is what it is. That is a bogey, and it drops me to even through 5. Number 15 here, dogleg left par 4. Looks like there's no trouble, no fairway bunkers or anything. Just gonna send a driver. This looks like it fits the shot shape I'm trying to play pretty nicely. Yeah, just like that. It's nice when a tee shot really sets up to the shot shape you're trying to hit. You can just really visualize it fitting the fairway. But after a great drive, I've got 136 to that front left pin. Not much wind to speak of. I guess I haven't mentioned wind today, but it's because there's not been wind today. Really makes sense. But this should be a really comfortable pitching wedge. Just taking dead aim, full swing, just going right at it. Oh, such a good strike. I feel like the ball being above my feet a little bit just made it turn over. Man, that was a perfect distance too. Something I haven't really put into words on camera is my old school way to play was the push draw, but I was so committed to intermediate target. So if you guys can see this leaf, I was aiming right edge of it because I lined that up with the pin, brought it down, right edge of the leaf was the target. But something I need to make sure to remember is adjusting for the lie before I pick my intermediate target. So right there, I felt like I took dead aim, put a great stock swing on it for a straight ball, and just because the ball's above my feet, it just kind of turned over. So I need to make sure I adjust for the lie before picking my intermediate target. Kind of didn't do a good job of that there because that was one of those like 10 out of 10 swings, but I didn't adjust for the lie, so it made it just turn over a little bit. But honestly, that's probably a pretty makeable chip, so let's go try to make it. All right, super makeable chip here, so let's just super make it. Just a little 54 degree, flying it just over the fringe. Should be able to give it a nice scare. Let's go. After that bogey on the last hole that was frustrating, got it right back with a nice little birdie, so gets me to 1 under through 6, I think. I don't know. Well, that definitely made up for at least one of the short missed birdie putts. But we've got more work to do to make up for the other one, so let's go ahead and keep it going here, make another birdie. Looks like we got a short little par 4, basically aiming at that fairway bunker. I don't think it gets there. Just going for my same little draw right at that bunker. Just like that. It'd be really cool if that's what I did all day today. I'd be very happy. Beautiful drive there. I've got 92 to the stick, uphill playing maybe 95. Now that would normally be a very comfortable full rip 60, but again, it's early. I've been short more often than not today. And then one other little factor is when you have a tight lie like this, especially when you hit wedges, it tends to come out a little lower and spinnier. So that's not what you want for distance. That might make it play even a little bit longer. So I love the idea of playing this about 100 yards, which I'm still going to hit the 60, but I'm just going to kind of lean it and trap it a little extra to make sure I get all of 100 out of it. Taking dead aim. I don't know what the green's doing, so I'm assuming right around the hole. It's probably a pretty good spot. Go. See that? I feel like that's a little spinny. Say. It's very much depending on what the green's doing. I've got no clue. It was a great strike. I think it landed hole high-ish. Definitely had a little bit of spin, so yeah, just too much spin there. In hindsight, that needed to be the 54 because I hit that great. But again, like I said earlier too, there's factors going on with the dew and everything where sometimes those wedges this morning, early in the morning, come out less spinny and they go, right? Almost a flyer. So it's a lot of guessing. And really what it comes down to is when I get a number that I'm very comfortable with, like that was playing something like 95, I'm gonna really want to hit that full 60. I just tend to hit a lot of full shots close, anytime you make that stock swing, it's easier to stuff it, at least for me. So it's okay, that's kind of the risk you run as long as short's not terrible. I kind of like the idea of leaning into what I'm good at, which is hitting them full. So we've got this for birdie now, up the hill. Shouldn't do a ton. Looking a little out left, but feels pretty dang straight. And it's going left. What a read. But that should be a par. Keeps me at 1 under through 7. Number 17 here, we've got 180 that stick. Downhill low par 3. Par 3s have been beautiful on this side. But 180 playing probably 175-ish. It's a little down. This can be a big 8 iron, but I kind of like the idea of hitting a hard trap 8. Especially I'm playing that little right to left shot. Just looking to hit a hard 8 iron, pretty much middle of the green. It draws over a little extra, cool. Great shot. Be so good. Be so good. Yes, sir. Great shot. I could not have hit it harder. That was all I could get out of an 8, and looks like I've got about 12 feet for the birdie. So even a little inside of 12 feet, we are absolutely thrilled with this. This just looks like it's going to roll so nice. I hope it does for me. We're going about a cup and a half out, maybe a hair more. It should definitely break as it loses speed. Golly, see, that's exactly what I wanted. I thought, usually those uphill into the green putts kind of really wheel at the end and break. Nothing to be upset with. That was a perfect putt, perfect speed, hit my line. And we will take tap and par on a par 3. That keeps me at 1 under through 8. Number 18 here, this hole is a beast. 480 from this tee box. Definitely want to put a good swing on it. Hit my nice little draw right up the middle. Yeah, beauty. Like I said a couple holes ago, if I could just do that on every hole today, it's gonna be a good round of golf. Well, this is actually a par 5. That on the tee I was saying this hole is a beast. Kind of goes to show you how ridiculous par is. It's just a social construct because it's the same golf hole, but it is a par 5. It makes it feel easier, But I've got 206 to that pin. It's uphill, probably playing about 215. Should be really comfortable 4 iron, I expect it to land a little short and just release back there. But just looking for a good swing, good strike. Would love an eagle putt. That was the worst swing of the day. Golly. That probably looked like I've never swung a club before in my life. Yeah, just short right though. It'll be okay. Just bad time for bad swing. All right, disappointing 4-iron. We're a good way short of the green. That was a terrible strike, but just looking to pop this up, land it barely on the green. It's kind of a downslope, so I expect it to kind of shoot on me. It's probably gonna be pretty hard to stop, honestly. Man, I love that I landed short. Go. Yeah, a little bit of an accident to land it short of the green, but that's very nice. We're taking it. All right, this should be a pretty simple birdie putt, about 6 feet. It just should go right to left the whole way. I'm thinking it's like a hair outside the hole. That's like the second or third lip out. I don't know. It's another, we'll have to check the tape, but I feel like it almost went right in the middle of the putt. I'm pretty sure I hit it like an inch out right, which is what I wanted to do, so it's tough to be mad, but it's also easy to be mad when I miss like 3 putts inside 6 feet, but that's still a 1 under 35, I think, on the first 9, the back 9 here, so, you know, tough to be upset, but putts aren't going in, man. Now we're on the front. Number 1, we've got a little downhill dogleg right par 4. Looks like a tee shot I can hit as hard as I want, but kind of just want to poke it down the middle there and have it funnel to the right. So going with a little DOD here. That's a great strike. It's kind of leaking. I think it's inside the tree line. Should be in the middle of the fairway, honestly, now. So yeah, that'll work. Perfectly in the right center of the fairway here. Shortened the hole nicely. So I've got 85 to the stick. We're starting to get a little breeze. You can see the flag blowing. It's down. I don't think it's enough to really matter here. It's another one of those tight lies that should have a lot of spin, which actually helps the shot. You know, I think it's gonna be hard to get it to hit the brakes uphill downwind. But 85, looking to pretty much land at 85 with a relatively higher, softer shot. Go in. I mean, it looks cool to hit the pin, but that's annoying because I was probably gonna zip right back to it. Yeah. Either way, it's up there somewhere, hopefully on the green. So let's go see if we have a birdie putt. Man, especially after getting up here, seeing the screen, it's so back to front that there's no way that wouldn't have spun back to be pretty close if it missed the pin. So is what it is, you know. You definitely get some tough breaks in golf. Cannot let it affect you too much. So got this birdie putt downhill right to left. It's gonna be fast. I mean, this is kind of gonna show off how back to front the screen is. I mean, I talked about it being fast and it just wasn't. Well, having worked for the par is just not what I thought I'd have after flagging the 85-yard shot. It's one of those, I don't think it does anything. We're just gonna hit dead center. Yeah, good 2-putt. Disappointing par after some good shots, but is what it is. Keeps me at 1 under through 10. Number 2 here, we've got par 5. It's about 550, big dog leg left. I've got downwind, which makes this tee shot a little more fun. I can kind of go over the edge of the trees. You know, I don't think I have to, but with my little right to left shot shape, I've been hitting pretty nicely today. I feel good about getting this to draw a little bit around the corner. Just kind of knowing if it hangs out, that's also perfectly fine. Yeah, just a little under it. I mean, it's a really nice draw right down the middle. Not the super aggressive line I was talking about, but should be absolutely dead center. Should be perfect. Well, this is no doubt going to be an interesting second shot. I've got like 230-ish to the pin. Obviously, I can't see it. The green's behind basically the tall light green tree you guys see right there. The play is obviously just to hit a little draw around it. I've got a 2-iron. You know, I don't know the yardage specifically enough to know anything other than just like hit the full 2-iron and see what it does basically. So yeah, just trying to get up there anywhere I can. Maybe have an eagle putt, maybe an eagle chip. I mean, that is so good. Obviously, I don't know where it's going to end up, but that was what I think is a perfect line for middle of the green. So let's go see. I'm a little surprised to have missed that left of the green. I felt like that was a good line, but that's kind of how blind shots go, right? You just don't know until you get up there. But just left of the green here, we're in a good spot. Even up the hill, I think, because the greens are kind of quick, it should release on me. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw it up pretty high, thinking it should still do a good job kind of releasing back there. That's so perfect. Go in. Go in. Oh my gosh. We taking that though. Good little birdie. That's how I wish every par 5 went for the rest of my life. A nice little tap in birdie gets me to 2 under through 11. Number 3 here, this is one of those times there's no wind right here, right? There's literally 0 miles an hour, but you can see the flags blowing. I mean, shoot, a good 5 to 7 miles an hour. So there's wind up there. It's off the left based on the flag. So I've got a 7-iron, 176. Should be a really stock, just driving range swing, but I'm gonna go ahead and aim like 5 feet left of it just to play for a little bit of wind. Man, I'm hitting it nice. Legitimately might go in. Gosh, that's a dart. Feels good to be hitting it nice. I had a little stretch there. It wasn't nice. It's been nice lately. Got another little birdie putt. Normally I would just call this a tap in, but today these have not necessarily been tap ins. So I'm gonna take my time, just about 3.5 feet for the birdie here. Great shot, great 7-iron. Should be just a left edge putt. Yeah, solid, good birdie. Gets me to 3 under on the day. Number 4, we've got another par 5. Just looking for a DOD straight out there. Nothing to this really. Yeah, great swing right down the right side of the fairway. Perfect. All right, 285 back uphill into the wind. We're not getting there, but looking at the GPS, it looks like I want to just get up there as far as I can. So basically sending it to that greenside bunker, just trying to get as close as I can for a little third shot. Ball is way above my feet. Usually that'll make it draw a ton. DOD lie angle doesn't affect it too much. Yeah, really good strike. A little up to where I was aiming, but that's, I've only got 65 yards, but kind of a tricky shot here. I ended up on a little bit of a downslope, which makes it tougher, hitting uphill to kind of a short-sided pin. So I've got to get a little nippy with this. Contact needs to be really good to get the spin I need. Obviously taking dead aim, it's like 65 yards, playing probably 68, just a little into the breeze, a little uphill. Trying to hit this as spinny as I can, get it to stop right around that hole. That came out so perfect. That's such a good shot, man. Things are going nicely today. You love to see it. Even though I've said it a lot today, I really don't throw around the word perfect. Some of these shots have actually been perfect, where they came out exact trajectory. I hit my exact landing spot. So great look at birdie here, about 7-8 feet down the hill. It looks like it wants to be really straight. You'll know how I am. I kind of let my instincts over the ball take over, but thinking straight, really don't see it doing anything. Yeah, great putt, good roll, good birdie. Gets me to 4 under through 13, I think. Yeah. Number 5 here, another par 3. I think we went par 5, par 3, par 5, par 3. Just a beautiful set of par 3s out here. My gosh. Especially this one and the two on the back. I mean, they're beautiful. But we've got 138. It should be a perfect pitching wedge. I don't think I have to do anything to this. Just taking that aim. Let's see if we can keep the birdie train going. That's terrible. Oh, I've hit so many good shots too, guys. That's terrible. Yeah, I mean, we're putting, but that's all right. I've hit so many perfect shots in a row. It's kind of due, but I'll be okay. I'm telling y'all, a good strike and good distance control goes a long way, because that was pretty much a terrible swing, I'd say, and still caught green just because it got to be about hole high and picked a good target. Obviously, the pen was a good target here, just so happened to be. But we have a birdie putt up the hill, kind of going left a little bit. Nothing crazy though. Sneaky makeable putt. It's going right on me. Yeah, that's okay. Didn't see it going right. Felt like the green was back to front, but it's okay. Tap in par. It's going to keep me at 4 under. So going with the DOD here. It's a little bit of a longer hole back into the wind as well, but driver's been really good, and this kind of fits the right to left shot. So looking to just keep copy and pasting that little draw I've been hitting all day. See if we can find another fairway. Yeah, not the best strike in the world, but right center, totally fine. This is definitely one of the tougher holes out here. This green looks dicey. If you miss it right, it looks very bad. I mean, it looks like it just kicks all the way down. So I've got 163. It's going to be playing probably 175 at least. Uphill, it is back into the wind. Maybe off the right. I mean, the flag's showing right to left, but I feel left to right. So it's kind of, it definitely might be swirling out here. But we're just going to take a 7-iron, hit a normal one, aim a little left of the pin, because all signs point to this having to stay left of that pin. So see if I can hit a normal 7-iron, a little left of that pin. Oh, bad swing again. Kick off that hill. And kick left up the hill. That'll be okay. That did not deserve to hit the green. Bad swing. A little chunky pull 7-iron, but it's up there. Let's go see if we can save a par. Well, this is kind of a fun looking shot. Just a little 60-degree pitch shot. Gonna land it barely on the green with a little bit of spin. This lies really tight, so it should come out kind of checky if I make good contact. A little drop kicky, bad contact. Boo. Just not good contact. That would have been solid. It would have come out low, spinny. Instead, it kind of came out high and drop kicky, because I drop kicked it. But let's go make a putt. Well, I've been vibing with everything else except the putter today. Never know when you're going to start making putts and feeling really good over it. Big right to lefter. This green's got a lot of tilt. Definitely one of the toughest holes I've played today out here. This is not an easy one. This green's very, very pitched. So going out pretty far right. See if we can somehow sneak it in that side door. That's just too hard. I hit it through the break. Dang. That's all right. It's been mostly good. We can live with a bogey. It's going to drop me back to 3 under through, I never know, 15, give or take 2 holes. I don't know. Officially 3 under through 15. I checked. That was number 6. Number 7, actually another par 5. So that's 3 on the front, 5 total, which is fun. I love par 5s, love par 3s. It's nice to have 5 of each. But just looking to send my draw right down the middle. Yeah, man. I wish every day was like this off the tee. It's been so good. Nice little draw right down the right center. Absolutely perfect. After this great drive, I've got 250 to the stick. It's a little downwind. It's kind of in between 2-iron and 3-wood, but I think short of the green, because it's a big upslope, I don't think it kicks on. So I'm gonna go ahead and just cruise a 3-wood. I really need to make sure I don't kill this. You know, it probably calls for a 240 something, 240, which is almost full, not quite full. Especially downwind, we need to just cruise this. Oh boy. Sit. Oh boy, sit. Oh, we're fine. We're fine. Not a good swing. It's kind of what happens when you like hit an easy driver 3-wood. At least for me, it's hard to fire, and so it kind of ends up being a little bit of arms rolling over. But it looked like it landed soft, so it should be a hole highish left of the green. Be all right. Thankfully, I did a really good job with the distance because it landed right on top of that hill and just stuck right there. So actually not a bad spot to be pitching from. That would have been really bad if it flew that hill. Looks like it goes off the planet. Green's running away from me. It should be kind of fast. Looking to just throw a 60 on the green, have it roll out like a putt. I'm going to bring the flight down a little bit, but just trying to hit it like a lag putt almost and cozy it. Did what I wanted. Sit. Yeah, very nice. Let me just be cocky with it for a second. It should be straight. Yeah. All right. Good birdie there. Gets that bogey back from the last hole. So should be back to 4 under and now through 16. Yeah. Number 8 here, a long par 3. Back left pin, it's 215. At least GPS says back left. It kind of looks middle to me. But either way, it's going to be a 4-iron, just a little right to lefter. Should be a good full rip, you know. I probably have to hit it pretty solid to get it back there. But that's what we're going to try to do. Just hit a green and reg. Great swing and strike. That's 10 out of 10. Let's just see what it does. Yeah, beautifully into the middle of the green from 215. Extremely happy with that. After a perfect 4-iron. I can't say I've seen too many 35, 40 footers like this. You know, it's sitting in a little bowl, so I just need to get over that crest, and then it's all downhill very aggressively to the hole. Sneaky, really hard putt to get close. Yeah, going out right, looking to have it hit that hill maybe 3 feet out right, and then just trickle right to it. That's what I wanted. Do your thing, 21. Didn't break. Great speed. Always happy with tapping pars on par 3s, especially the 215-yard ones, but good par. Number 9 here. One last good swing of the day off the tee. It's just a par 4 straight away. Not much to it. Let's just put one last good swing on it. It's been a good day of driving the golf ball. Been hitting that little draw very much on command. Let's get one more of them. Ugh, a little sloppy. Probably technically the worst drive of the day, which, you know, toe draw into the left rough we can live with. So not the best last driver swing, but we're in play. We're all good. Got 151 here. The wind's kind of been swirling. It just looks down. Now it looks a little off the right. I'm not going to worry about it too much. You know, it's not blowing hard. So 151, it's going to be a really comfortable 9-iron either way. I don't think the wind will do too much. So adjusting for the ball below my feet, I'm looking to aim 15 feet left, 20 feet left, something like that. Should kind of hang out to the right off my line a little bit and see if we can throw one last start. Stock 9-iron here. Great swing. Be really good. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. I think it's inside 10, 15 feet for birdie. Let's go knock it down. Let's go shoot 5 under. Really, really good shot to end the day there. Only got about 10 feet for the birdie. Looks like a pretty straightforward right to lefter. Let me take that pen out and check to be sure. So I'm feeling it's in that 1 cup out right territory. Maybe a little less. Again, about 10 feet right to lefter. Let's knock it down. That might be the most fitting way to end the round, honestly. Gosh, it's a great putt. I mean, I hit so many putts today where I wanted either lipped out or just didn't go in. But yeah, that's going to be a 4 under 68. So really solid golf. I mean, shoot, I think I missed 3 putts inside 6 feet and shot 68. So very solid. Huge thanks to Ballantrae for having me out to film this morning. And especially thanks to Tyler for setting it up personally. 4 under 68. Make sure you like and subscribe, all that good stuff. We'll see you next time.